From fighting to famine, South Sudan is on the brink of being unable to feed its population. Conflict broke out in December, and a recent ceasefire has done little to end the fighting. It means crops have not been planted, and time is running out.
If the planting season couldn't happen, or if it were lost, well then there won't be a harvest, and it should be plainly obvious to the leaders and to the different communities in South Sudan what that really spells. How are they managing?
The United Nations humanitarian coordinator has spent time touring the camps where some of the thousands who fled their homes to escape the fighting are now sheltering. The UN estimates that nearly 5 million people are already in need of humanitarian assistance.
The challenge here is immense, and we're really up against it. So I'm counting on the goodwill of the international community, the goodwill of the donor community, to stand with South Sudan in its greatest hour of need.
At the UN in New York, the head of peacekeeping operations, Hervé Latsus, said the situation in the country is likely to get worse.
Both parties continued to prioritize the pursuit of military gains over talks towards a comprehensive political settlement. And the crisis has already affected the security of the region. The longer it goes on, the chances for further regional intervention will actually grow.
The UN is now sending monitoring teams to 6 conflict areas to assess alleged human rights violations. The decision in December to increase the number of peacekeepers to 12,500 was only a temporary one. But now the UN Secretary-General Ban Ki-moon is recommending that that number remains in South Sudan for at least the next 12 months. That said, they haven't yet all arrived in the country, and the latest UN estimates suggest that they won't until well into the second half of this year. Nick Harper, CCTV, at the United Nations in New York.